Hi, it's Gerry, and welcome to day 174 of A Course in Miracles. This is another review lesson, and today we review lessons 157 and 158. So we begin. God is but love, and therefore so am I. And lesson 157 says, into his presence I would enter now. And this lesson was all about just being with God, just being at peace, just being in God's presence, in God's loving presence, resting peacefully with God, knowing that all is well. It's a beautiful place to be. One thing I need to start to do is I need to write these messages on my hand again. It's kind of funny because like when I'm teaching my students, I go, Mr. Judiak, what do you have written all over your hand? But I'm finding I have to do that in order to keep the focus on these lessons. But I've done that lesson now twice today, and it's just so peaceful. So beautiful that I need to, I think, just go there for a minute or two here and there. And it's just, I don't know, just makes everything better. I need to do that more. I am, not that I need to do that, I'm working on doing that. So, no excuses. I am working on doing that. Okay, the other lesson is, so I say again, God is but love, and therefore so am I. And lesson 158, today I learn to give as I receive. And we often ask ourselves, growing up Catholic and growing up Christian, what would Jesus do? But that's a tough question to ask. What would Jesus do? Because the person of Jesus has been so distorted by years of really church teaching and tradition. Jesus, the real Jesus, is love. And I really appreciate this Course in Miracles because they're really trying to dig through as to who the real Jesus is. And Jesus is love. Jesus respects all people for who they are. Jesus believes in the goodness of every person and loves and accepts every person. Jesus forgives. Jesus does not condemn. That is what I receive. And that is what I'm called to give. That is what I'm called to live. And it's not always easy to do. But that's the calling. That is what I've been given, and that's what I'm called to live as well. So we conclude with, God is but love, and therefore so am I. And so are you. Thank you so much for joining me today. This day 174, this wonderful review class or lesson. And may peace be with you. God bless you abundantly. We'll talk more tomorrow.